Welcome back. I know that since we covered bacterial binning report and the viral binning report, you're so anxious to see the rest of the job results. So let's not waste any time. Let's go look at them. So I'm going to click on my workspaces and then on my jobs. And you all know I run a lot of jobs, so I got to filter it down. And I'll click on the services down arrow and go into metagenomic binning. And this is the job I want to see. So I click on that and then click on the view icon. You guys have done this a lot, so you know how to do it. All right, and this is showing me the results from this particular job. So remember, we talked about the results, the job number, how long it took, but the most important thing is this helps you remember what you submitted. And I did this, and it tells me that that is what I submitted. And remember, when you're writing your publication, you can figure out exactly what you did here. Also remember that we set a minimum contig length there, okay? So that's there. We forced it that, and we did a minimum contig coverage. And I'm bringing this up because it's going to come to play right now. So we checked on this and checked on this. We'll go over this, the bin with the checkered flag, meaning the job completed successfully. We'll do this very briefly, but there'll be deeper dives on the genome report associated with this in a later video, so I don't want to do it now. And this is the contigs associated with this bin. Now, the bin's JSON file is just, it's a JavaScript object notification file that's some dialogue between the computer program and whatever website to tell it exactly what ran. I never look at these things, but computer scientists, bioinformaticians, they love this stuff. If you want to see what it looks like, you highlight the row and you click on the view icon. And that'll show you everything that happened with the bin's JSON file, if you want to see it. Then we have the bin's stats text file. So let's take a look. Anything that ends in TXT, we can view it here using the view icon. So let's look at that. And it's just telling us all the information about all the bins. And remember, when we ran binning, so I want to go over here to this. There are all different things that we do in binning. We have unbin contigs, we have bin contigs, all of this stuff. So it all comes to play here. Let me go back here. So this is just all that information, and we'll go over that in a second. This is just the compendium of all of it, but each of these has different information on that. So there's the contigs FASTA file. Those are all the contigs that's available for download. So it's giving you everything that includes this guy and this guy and this guy, the bin, the unbin FASTA, the unplaced FASTA. Those are all the contigs there if you want them all together in a nice, neat, beautiful little package. That would be the contigs FASTA. I generally like them parceled out, but you do you, I'll do me. The coverage stats text, that's the coverage statistics on all the files. So let's look at that. It ends in .txt, so we can look at it. So I click on the view icon. So it looks a bit confusing, but it's really not. This is saying that there were 5,081 contigs that varied in size between 0 and 1,000 base pairs, okay? And remember, when we set this thing originally, we said we don't want to see anything less than 300. It doesn't go to that level of detail, but it's showing you how many were in that itsy bitsy binning stuff. So there was a lot of small stuff in here. There were 616 between 1,000 and 2,000. So you just step your way up, and here are our big, juicy, beautiful contigs. They give us a lot of information. So here they are. And this is just telling you how many contigs it found across all of them. Sometimes if it threw something out, it would be here. So it's saying this is the total number. And if it had to throw something out, we'd find out about it here, but they were all good enough. So here's the coverage. So it says between 0 and 10, there were 5,779 contigs. Remember, we set the coverage at 5. So a lot of these are being thrown out because of poor coverage. And here's the coverage between 10 and 20. So there were 53 there, and 20 and above, 116. I don't care about this stuff. But see, it's easy peasy, easy to understand once you look in a little bit of detail. Okay, not that easy, but I'm trying to help you out here and help myself out understanding it. Okay, params text. So let's look at that. We highlight that and then view it. Params text is something that is produced if the assembler was metaspades. So this is the binning results from the metaspades. So that's just telling you that metaspades was used. And then we can look at the spades log. And that's giving all the information about how the metaspades assembly pipeline ran. And then we have the unbinned and the unplaced FASTA. So these are available for download. The unbinned FASTAs are the contigs that it found that it couldn't map. You might want to blast those. You might want to look to see if there's something else there, but it looked across our reference data set and it couldn't place those things. And then we have the unplaced FASTA, which are the contigs that did not match the 12 MERS. Remember, I'm going to the tutorial here. We have the 12 MERS here with the reference bins. If it couldn't bin these contigs, it pulls those out separately. So that's what the unplaced FASTA are. And then that's it on the different files. There's a lot of stuff here, but it depends on if you want to see it or not. Very quickly, I want to look at this bin. We're not going to go into too much detail on it. So you can double click on it and it'll open it up and it tells you about the annotation that was run and the bin. But what I really want to show you is you can find that job once it's indexed, incorporated into the resource. You can only see it when you're logged in, but you can view it here. So I could click on the view icon and it's going to reload the page and it's going to show me that bin and show me its unique genome identifier and all the information about it. Another way you can find it, if you run a lot of these jobs and you notice that the name isn't that distinctive, Haemophilus influenzae clonal population, you'll see that I have a lot because I'm interested in Haemophilus influenzae. So I have a whole bunch of jobs on this. This is the unique identifier that's going to tell me everything I need to know about that. And if I want to find that and not go through the jobs page, I can copy this. I can go up here, go into my genomes, and it's going to show me you that I have a lot of stuff, but I can put in the genome ID up here and it'll quickly show me that job. And then I can go to it here and it'll show me the same thing. See, easy peasy. There's all the information and those are all the results from the binning job. We're done with that. See you later.